One of the questions we get here a lot at Smart Parts PC is, how do I back up my data? There's various ways that you can go about doing that. You can put it onto a USB drive, an external drive, and there's definitely cloud storage, which is what we would 100% recommend. Now, one of the ways that you can do it, as I mentioned before, is put it on something like this, such as a flash drive. Flash drive, super simple to have, easy to plug in, easy to manage. Basically, any files that you want to save, you drag from your computer onto this device, you're good to go. Similarly, you can do the same thing on an external drive, such as this 2.5-inch Western Digital. Now, the good thing about this is not only will it hold more data, but it can also back up your entire system. So if your system ever needs to be recovered because of a virus infection or your system crashes or whatever the case may be, generally the best thing to do is recover, because you can recover your entire computer from this. Now, the other option is cloud storage, something like a Microsoft OneDrive, Apple iCloud, Dropbox, things of that nature. Now, we do recommend what's called a 3-2-1 rule. Now, the 3-2-1 rule basically says you have 3 total sets of data, and out of those 3, 2 of them are backed up. Now, and that can be again on an external drive or a USB flash drive, and then one of those to be off-site. Now, the off-site option for us is always cloud storage. Now, this is a particularly good way to go about it, because this is a worst case scenario in the event that you need to get your data back. So one of the worst case scenarios that we always paint is, someone comes into your house and steals all your equipment, or someone, your house burns down and everything's gone, right? If you have, doesn't matter how many backups you have on site, if your house burns down, that data is gone and more than likely will never be able to be recovered. Now, we do understand that some people have concern when it comes to cloud storage, whether it be trustworthiness of some of these companies, and although we pretty much say that, or we recommend that you still use those cloud storage services, not necessarily because they're 100% trustworthy, but just because it is the best way to keep your data backed up. But again, in the instance that you're not comfortable doing that, the next best option is to in fact have all your data on an external device, off-site. Generally speaking, we would recommend something like a safety deposit box at a bank. That's probably the safest place in the world is going to be off-site if you do not want your data online, or you don't want any of these companies, going through your data if you feel that's a concern. If you do have concerns about your data privacy and your data being online with some of these cloud storages, please feel free to give us a call. We'll be more than happy to walk you through the steps and explain to you why and how they're safe and how they keep your data safe. And again, if it's one of those things where you're not comfortable with having your data out there, come on in and we can definitely find a solution for you here in-house.